Hello and welcome to episode number 18 of the Imperfect Professionals Podcast. Sportsnut is away this week. I think he's in Melbourne for the week, so unavailable to do the podcast. So we've got a replacement special guest in, and he goes by the name of Isaac. Welcome for the another episode.
18.
Third time you've been on the Imperfect Professionals, obviously a former host, and it's the second reunion, if you will.
Yeah.
Without
Yeah,
Sportsnut.
bit of a late calling. The concussion some might say. But happy to be here.
Always is. When you're here, it's disappointed Sportsnut isn't here, but a good replacement. In yourself. Now, I know you are a big cricket man, as I am, but you do love talking about the cricket, and, well, we're going to get onto that. We will touch on some footy as well, but we will talk about the Australian and Sri Lankan test number 1, and I don't know when test 2 starts, but we will preview that a little bit. Just before we do, though, welcome to the people watching on the stream. Just Cause and Shannon Humphreys have tuned in, so good to see yous. If you have any questions, just pop them in the chat and we will answer them. But let's get on to the Aussies taking on Sri Lanka. Australia won by 10 wickets in the end. What's your take on the test?
It was good. You could tell from the start it was going to be a quick one. It's going to be a 3-day test or a 4-day test. But good that they haven't pulled out a dead pitch like what
Pakistan
did.
This one.
They've actually tried to make it.
But the first one, mainly.
It's good that they've made it half competitive. Obviously, it didn't suit our seamers, but we were smart enough to pick two spinners. And it's funny, the actual part-time spinner seemed to actually win us the game. So
Travis said 4 for 10. We'll touch on that a little bit later. We'll just go over a match summary. So we won by 10 wickets. It was all over. First session not even finished on day 3. And didn't they only play about 50, 60 overs on day 2 because of rain as well? I believe. So a short one. Sri Lanka got bowled out for 212. Nathan Lyon took a fifer. What do you make of that first Sri Lankan innings? Did you think at the time it was a good score, 212 on a spinning wicket?
I feel like it seemed to feel like they'd collapsed a little bit. 200 is still a good score though, but after seeing what we could do in the Ashes, it felt like a bit of a flashback to the MCG test, but obviously very different wicket. But it felt like we could potentially get a bit of a lead and definitely be competitive. But there was some good knocks.
So Australia's first innings after we wrapped their innings up for 212. And, well, we made 321. Khawaja made 71. That was a pretty good 71. Warner getting out for the 25. It was a really good start, and I think we were 3 down at the end of day 1, and we sort of threw it away, that good start, because of Marnus Labuschagne's dismissal, which wasn't the best of shots. Then the run out. Khawaja and Smith getting run out for 6. He was acting like it was a plum barbecue. It wasn't a plum barbecue. It was probably a barbecue. I'd say it is Khawaja's fault. Maybe 60, 65% Khawaja's fault. But Smith was acting as if he's absolutely barbecued him.
Yeah, but
completely.
The whole run, it seemed like a bit of a fake run, trying to distract the umpire from the LBW decision, which Sri Lanka were appealing for, and it seemed to be going, we're faking the run. Kawaja's then gone, oh no, we'll actually run. Actually, no, we won't. And by that time, Smith was halfway down the pitch going, yeah, we're running. Well, Kawaja's decided, no, we're back to the fake run. And by the time all that had been processed, the ball was back at Smith's stumps and he was gone.
So
And
if
it looked
you're
like he'd
Usman
been rolling
Khawaja,
around in a mud pit.
yeah, his shirt was got a lot of mud on his shirt. If you're Usman Khawaja in that situation, so someone's getting run out, do you go? Do you get run out yourself? Or do you turn back and let Smith get run out? What are you doing?
Well, at that time, Khawaja was settled in, so you probably don't want to get rid of him. You've also got the best batsman since Bradman up the other end, so you're in the middle of you're doomed both ways because you're not sure. Like Smith was probably going to get out for a low total anyway. Well, and it was going to take him longer to get
Smith
in.
didn't think so. Yeah, he thought I
Yeah,
was going to make a double century here, Usman. What are you doing to me?
Smith seems like he's going to make 501 not out, but that's
Sorry,
the sort of
Brian.
belief you need when you're best batsman since Bradman. But I can tell you what Usman Khawaja wouldn't have been wanting to do after that is get out and have to walk back into that change room because I think Smith may have needed a good 2 sessions to cool down after that. But
yeah, they seem
to be you're
right
doomed if you do, you're doomed if you don't.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
Controversial.
But
that
then again,
from Smith.
Khawaja made 80 odd, and whether Smith would have made that much is up in the air. But yeah.
Yeah, so we made 321, which, look, that's a good score, a substantial lead we had. And yeah, top scorer was actually Cam Green, who made 77. He won man of the match, did he not? With that,
Yeah, he did.
not unbeaten, but a good 77.
Yep. Very, very good 77. He's still trying to get that first maiden century. But he'll get there.
Sportsnut has joined us. My internet's so bad where I'm staying. Might tune back in later. No worries. Good to see you here. But yeah, it was a good innings by Green. Carey also played a good 45. Was sucked into the dismissal a little bit when he did get out, which was disappointing. And what did the tail do? Pat Cummins, 26 off 18, who was smacking him about.
Sixes,
Yeah, but the tail got, didn't stay long on day 3. But this was the horror day. If you're Sri Lanka, they got bowled out for 113. It was the lowest amount of overs they have faced in an innings in Test match cricket. And, well, I think they were 4 for, don't know, they were 4 for 100, 4 for 96 maybe, I heard.
Yeah, they were 4 for not much, not enough at least. But Australia seemed to have enough of a lead to, for them to knock them over and not need too many. And
so Travis Head came in. We were like, here we go. The first ball, not too bad. Part-time spinner, never got a wicket for Australia. A second ball, that has spun an absolute mile. And I'm not sure who got out. It was it De Silva?
Got a feeling it was.
He got both of them. De Silva and Chandimal. Also got Jeffrey Van der Say and not going to try to pronounce that last name, but him as well. Lasif, whatever
Malinga.
his last name. No, not Malinga. No, I'm not going to have a crack at pronouncing it. I don't know. We'll call him Lasif. So he got the 4 poles. Now, the first wicket was an absolute beauty of a ball, but he got 2 in the over. And, well, what was the umpire doing? Kumar. That was plum.
Was it Sangakkara, Kumar? winner.
Anyway,
With,
what was the umpire doing, giving that one not out? The Aussies reviewed it, and it was pretty plumb.
which is good because Australia seem to have a bit of a love-hate relationship with reviewing things. We had the Shane Watson whole. He couldn't get a review to save himself. Tim Payne seemed to be a bit here and there. Steve Smith made some poor decisions with it. But Cummins, I think, probably helps that all the test matches that he's captained in, except for that Pakistan test, seem to be going our way. And when one thing's going a team's way, everything goes a team's way. So, so luckily he reviewed it. And, it was out.
Trev said got another wicket, another spinning delivery, not spun as much as the first one, but it's still spun an absolute mile. And then he got an LBW, which again was given not out. Paddy Cummins said, no, you are wrong, umpire. Look at this. This is going to be out. He reviewed it, and there was a Sri Lankan innings wrapped up at 113. The Aussies needed 5, and they said, no, we're going to double it. We're going to make 10. David Warner, first 2 balls, 2 dot balls, and then he hit a 4, and then 1 run needed. He went for the big 6. What a way to finish it off. As Brad Haddon in commentary said, it'd be great if they could finish it off with a 6 before he hit the 6. And what do you know? A couple of balls later, he hits that 6 to get the winning runs for Australia. Wouldn't it be a little bit annoying for the batters when you need I don't think Usman Khawaja wore a 5 pad. That's what that's what the commentator said. So it was up to David Warner to get the 5 runs, or 10 he made in the end. But wouldn't it be for openers to go in the middle and chase 5? It's like, gee, it'd be a little bit embarrassing if we lose a wicket here, would it not be?
Well, how many did we need against India at Adelaide? It wasn't much.
20 odd, I reckon, and we lost a wicket. Sorry. Yeah, it was 90, I believe. I thought you were saying about in the Ashes. I think it was test number 1 against England.
Yeah,
I know we only needed about 20. We lost a wicket. We lost a couple, I think, when we needed 90, when India got bowled out for 36.
Yeah, I feel like it was 2 or 1 or something. They may have sent Nathan Lyon out there for a bit of fun.
Wade and Burns opened.
Yeah, I'll find it out for you.
That was when David Warner was injured, so
yeah,
bit of a different opening now than Wade and Joe Burns.
Yeah,
I think he got a 50 in that game, Burns, to finish it off, hit the winning runs against India.
Yeah,
but what a test match!
I think I'll just find it out for you.
Got any questions in chat or topics we want to speak about, then write them in the chat, and we potentially could speak about them. Other cricketing news as we wait for IJM for a verdict. England and India, the 5th test. It's just under a year later. Are they just coming out for one test, or are they doing some ODIs after? I hope they are, because what's the point for one test match?
Oh, okay. So 90 runs we needed. Wade made 33. Burns made 51. Labuschagne made 6. He got out. And Steve Smith not out of 1. So that shows you when you don't need many and people come out looking to slog, it doesn't work. But with 5, if we lost a wicket there, I feel like it may have been slightly embarrassing.
Yeah, it would have. I don't know if Smith was padded up, but I did see Labuschagne padded
Marnus
up.
Was.
Is that the right decision?
Marnus just would have wanted a bat.
I don't. I mean, yeah, they could lose a wicket, but don't pad up Marnus. Pad up bloody Mitchell Swepson, Nathan Lyon. If a wicket has to
Yeah, he
happen.
probably would have been throwing his hat in the ring to open, to be completely honest.
I was surprised when when Warner was injured in the Ashes when we needed about 20. How the hell did Marnus not open? I reckon he wanted
Yeah,
to, but they
100%.
sent Carey, which has opened before for the strikers for the Redbacks and stuff. So he
Yeah,
can open the batting.
yeah, but be interesting because I remember there was chat about Marnus opening when Smith said he was waiting too long to bat, and that's why he was going no good
I
or
think
something like.
someone
And they
said,
said,
can't remember who, he was like, Marnus should open. I think he's the perfect number 3. As said by the
yeah,
great Shane Warne, he has said a couple of times, Marnus is your perfect number 3.
yeah, Ricky Ponting esque, Jar Callis esque.
That's his favourite player. Steve Smith, number 2, apparently.
Yeah,
That's what I've heard
who
from Marnus.
Marnus? Yeah,
But he is your perfect number 3. I mean, Smith, the good batters bat at 4 or 3, but
yeah. Well,
4, top order
Coley
still.
bats at 4, Root bats at 3 or 4,
Williamson, I think he's
Smith
3, isn't he?
3. Yeah, but
Hmm.
I don't think New Zealand, except for Daryl Mitchell, don't think they have many blockbuster players.
Yeah, does Devon Conway play tests? Yeah, does a bit.
Yeah, I think he may have been. He might open or number 4.
Yeah, Tom Latham, he's an opener with Young, I
Yeah,
believe. Speaking about New
yeah,
Zealand, they did lose to England. Oh, what test was it?
yeah,
Number 3? That was like the best test in a very, very long time. Johnny Bairstow going bunter, and so was everyone else. How good was that test match?
yeah, yeah. Very, very good. It's actually for a losing team. I think like
They did pretty
got
well.
a Blundell got 100. Mitchell got like 300s. Like there was a lot of runs scored for a losing team. So it was, and then yeah, England played a bit of baseball and yeah, ended up coming out on top.
Well, Johnny Bairstow, if he keeps playing like he is at the moment, his coach is going to be worried about the record that Brendan McCullum has. The fastest century in Test match cricket is 54 balls by Brendan McCullum. Look out. Who
Yeah,
knows? Bairstow on a good
is
day
that
could
Test century?
beat that. Test century, 54 balls, which is
54
over 10
balls.
and over.
Holy moly! I remember Gale got 50 off 12.
In a big bash
Yeah.
game. But in a
Also,
test
India now lead by 300 runs.
Yeah, so India have dominated England in dire straits, but Johnny Bairstow saved them a little bit with his century. But how good was Rishabh Pant? 146, if you don't mind. Yeah, love cricket.
Yeah.
Even in the middle of winter, there's so much cricket going on.
Well,
And
yeah.
guess what? Come summer, it's going to be even better. Australia, they take on South Africa at home, and you got a T20 World Cup.
Yeah. Not sure how many teams are coming out for the T20 World Cup, but you're going to have Coley, Root, Williamson,
Righto.
all these really, really good players. And that's why I reckon they may be sticking around for the. Do you reckon this is why the BBL international player drafts come? Because, well, we're going to have all these players here already. Let's get them into Big Bash teams and revive the Big Bash.
Yeah, I reckon they've thought about that when they've made that rule, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, Faf du Plessis is in it
Yeah, it's
now.
going to be big.
He
Get Ben
doesn't play
Stokes or
tests
Johnny
anymore,
B,
does he?
please. No, he doesn't. I don't know.
No. So it seems to be. Are we playing them in like ODIs or something before it? Because if they just
Probably.
stay out here, yeah. So some Indian players would be good too. We've had one Indian player come and play Big Bash.
Yeah, for the Renegades, but he wasn't like part of the
He
Indian cricket team. He hasn't played an
no.
international game, has he? A bit of chat. Lenza G'day. Shannon Humphrey says, "Can we just get on with the segments?" We were enjoying our cricket chat, but we will get on with the segments. We haven't got Bring
Do
It
we
Back
have
Was It
any
Whack?
segments?
We have Best of the Week, and we might roll within 60 seconds. Let's get IJM's verdict on his top 5 favourite sports. But before we do that, I will do Best of the Week. I will do it. Best of the Week, your goal and your mark. From the same game, and what a game it was. I mean, not for a Port Adelaide supporter, but from a neutral, from a Fremantle Dockers perspective, that is a great game of footy. 8 points in the end. Port Adelaide came back very, very well. They were 40 points down, I believe, at one stage, but in the end, we didn't really deserve to win that match from where we were in the game, being 40 points down. In saying that, I've got a mark, and it is Mitch Georgiades, who had a great grab, held on to the footy long enough for it to be paid a mark. And look, last year there was so many marks for Mark of the Year, but this year there hasn't been too many great ones from memory.
Marks? Not many.
Yeah, not many at all. Hey, goal.
Last year there was
week.
heaps.
Who won it? Shea Bolton, which a couple of people were like, no, I don't think that is the best mark. For me, I'd probably pay it, Shea Bolton. It was a good mark.
There was definitely a Bulldogs player in that, wasn't there? Got a feeling there was in the nominations.
Well, Tim O'Brien does play for the Bulldogs now, but Lenza says wasn't even a mark. Did you see it, IJM, Mitch Georgiades?
No, I just saw a leap. I heard about the leap.
He held on for it for long enough, but it makes it look better if he just didn't drop it at the end there, but that's okay. Hey, the goal, I've gone with the same game. Now, there was a few from the boundary. Charlie Dixon got a good one, but there's no bias here on the Imperfect Professionals podcast. We're going with Caleb Sarong. I think they were, I don't know the margin, but Port Adelaide, if they conceded 16 seconds to go, boundary throw in, Port Adelaide just just had to not concede a goal, and they would have been okay. But what did they do? Concede a goal because a bit of class from the boundary by the name of Caleb Sarong. It was a class goal. It was a great goal, in fact. And that's Best of the Week. Thank you.
Yeah.
Should we get on to 60 seconds? In 60 seconds?
Yep.
Top 5 favourite sports in order. Number 1 being your favourite. Didn't see Sarong, but I know Rankin kicked 2 rippers. Yeah, could have went with them. Everyone talks about he kicked more than 2, but the 2 good ones, that first one from the boundary, that was a pretty good goal, and definitely better than the soccer or the volley in mid-air, but that was also a good goal. Players could have touched that footy. But yeah, that's my Best of the Week. Hopefully I did it okay, up to Sports Nut standards.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll move on to in 60 seconds. The first sport being your favourite. You got 5 of them that you have to name.
All right.
Yep, here we go. In 60 seconds.
What do you do every time? I thought that was a stopwatch.
Yeah, well, I just played the stinger for you. I don't know why there's a stinger for that segment, to be honest.
I did it last time too.
Did you? You were ready for the timer, and it was just the in 60 seconds stinger. Rightio. I have done it. Sportsnut has done it. IJM is yet to. In fact, he has done it before.
I've done one, yeah.
Have done one, but not your top 5 favourite sports. Here's your attempt at that. 5 top sports, number 1 being your best. Away you go.
Yeah. Number 1, cricket. Pretty obvious. Footy. Rugby. Soccer. And then tennis.
Gee, there it is. And, 37 seconds to go on the clock.
Yeah.
A bit of ad-libbing here as the timer counts down. Post-match, how do you think you went? Under the pressure, you didn't have anything planned. Is there anything you missed out on?
I hope not. I don't think so. Yeah, I
So
think
cricket,
I covered them
footy,
all.
rugby, soccer, tennis, not basketball, not darts,
No.
volleyball, nah.
No. It's to watch
Yeah.
or to play or a bit of both.
Bit of both. Your top 5
Yeah,
favourite
right.
sports. There it is. Well done to you. Yeah, that was in 60 seconds your top 5 favourite sports. And there are some people that are not too happy in chat. Lenza has gone basketball ? And Shannon Humphreys has said a bit of 10-pin bowling.
Look, to
Bit of
play
lawn bowls
100%, to watch.
also. Yeah, 100% play, but to watch bowling.
Yeah, that's probably the same with playing. I don't know. Maybe even
So
like a
you didn't have
baseball or something.
basketball in there?
Playing.
Soccer better than basketball and tennis?
Not to play and to watch. I don't know. So,
You had rugby in there as well?
yeah.
You like rugby?
That's recently.
Recently, hey? Got into a bit of State of Origin, wasn't that on?
Yeah. Yep.
Did you watch any of that?
We did a thing on. Yeah, a bit of it. Look,
Yeah, I certainly didn't.
Well,
Not a big.
Once you get your head around the rules, it's half good. Like,
Nah, not for me that one. But anyway, each to their own.
Yeah.
I certainly didn't have it in my top 5. If we
what
do a
was your
bottom
top
5, if we did a bottom 5, rugby probably wouldn't be in the bottom 5. But
I don't know. I reckon
definitely not in the
bottom
top.
5.
Yeah, but there's some like really weird ones. Like
there's some sports that you just like. How is that a sport?
So my top 5, from memory: cricket, number 1, footy. Then I think I went soccer, tennis, basketball. I want to say.
Darts wasn't up there.
Yes, yeah, forgot about that. So it's ahead of basketball, but I said basketball, so that's what I said. But darts would probably be 5. Netball would have to be bottom 5. No, not bottom 5, not top 5, just in the middle. Better than rugby, though.
I don't know.
I would say.
Gridiron seems half fun to play. I've never played it, but it seems like it'd be half fun. But the rules,
Don't have time
I've never
to learn
understood
the
rules.
Really.
Yeah, no, I don't even know them.
Um,
the ball that they play with looks fun to kick. Like it
but they
feels
don't
like it could
kick it, do
absolutely.
they? Or do they? Not.
I think they've got like one person in the team that can kick it. I think.
Oh, right.
And they absolutely they bomb them. I think.
Don't they kick it in rugby as well to start the game?
Nah, I think it's like 4th tackle or something. They can kick it.
Right.
I don't know.
Oh, hang on. I think it's the 5th tackle actually. Just the
5th
tackle.
It's the last tackle.
This is all I know from rugby. You get 6 attempts. Once you get tackled, counts as an attempt, and then that 6th attempt it'll be a turnover. So that 5th attempt, they like to kick it up and try and win the ball back. That's all I know because of PE at school when we did a bit of tag rugby.
Well, yeah, so
that's what they told me. So I said okay.
Touch rugby. Yeah, that's how I got introduced to it. So
this still not a big
first lesson. It's like this is a little bit confusing. Actually, I sort of get.
How many points do you get for a try too?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I know they call it a try as well. I'm quite good actually. I take it back. I'm like.
Yeah, I think it might be 4 for a try.
Oh right, all right.
4, 2 for a field. I don't know. We didn't play with field goals.
you have field goals, but you don't do that in the touch rugby, do you?
No, yeah. See,
The
so I
field
could explain
goals.
the rules of touch rugby very easily. Couldn't
Yeah, I
do
could too.
proper.
Mm.
But
But
it's the
yeah,
tackles thing's the only thing you need to know to sort of sit there and watch it and sort of go, oh yeah,
darts would probably be number 5, but I forgot about darts. I do like darts. Yeah, tennis. I do like tennis. So yeah, I'd have that where it sits. Soccer. I mean, watching, meh. Playing though can be quite fun
yeah.
at times.
Oh, and like high scoring soccer.
Yeah, sometimes it's like nil all, and it's like, what was the point of that one? But if it's like high scoring, what's a high scoring game of soccer? Let's say 4-5.
2-2. Oh,
Well, yeah, they probably do classify that as half high scorer. 4-5, well, teams don't really score 5 goals that often unless it's like a smashing sort of, like it wouldn't be 4-5. You see fours, I think. You see fours.
yeah. If
But
it's like a really
that's
good team against a really not good team.
Lanza says soccer sucks in my opinion, but I like a bitter FIFA. Oh, the video game. Oh, righto. Is that good? Is it the FIFA?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have a PlayStation, so I could not
I
help you
don't
with
either,
that.
but I've heard of it. It's EA Sports make the game. See, I just know stuff.
Not anymore, I don't think.
Oh, righto.
Oh,
Sorry.
I think that is there 2 separate ones coming? I know that much about it. I think
Yeah,
there's 2
I don't have
separate ones coming
a
out.
console or anything, but I don't really play games. But
Neither,
FIFA
but I know that
could be a
much.
good game. But
Look,
probably not going to try it. But hey, a friend might
is
have one, and
indoor
I might
cricket
give it
its
a
own
go.
game though?
Oh, yeah, it's
It's got
not,
different
but
rules.
it is.
Like
But
it's
is it a
got very
sport
different
like
rules.
indoor cricket? Like, is that an
Yeah,
actual?
the World Cup's coming up. They're currently playing
Yeah,
like the
right. Why
Sheffield
haven't we got
Shield.
indoor cricket in there then?
Oh well, I didn't think about it till just then, but yeah, they've got like the Sheffield Shield of the
Backyard
indoor
cricket as
cricket
well.
happen.
That surely that's different as well. Different rules. No,
Uh
not
no.
backyard cricket.
Well, yeah,
All
so they've
right.
got the Sheffield Shield of the indoor cricket happening down in Melbourne currently. Like every state's got a team, and they're like playing
Yeah, they do have
against
different
each other.
rules though, significantly,
Mm,
if you think about it.
yeah,
No, bring it back, or is it whack? I think that's what the segment is called. Yes, it is. Bring it back, or is it whack?
yeah,
Which, let's talk about that name. Now, there should be a third option. Bring it back, is it whack? Something could not be whack, but you don't want it brought back.
yeah.
So, bring it back, or is it whack? And then there should be a third option to say
It's
good,
good, but
but
not
not
good.
good, but not good. That'll be our third option when we do
Not
that
bad.
segment. That will return. Hey, IJM, it's been good. A late out sports night. He said, "No, I'm in Melbourne. The internet's not very good.
Yeah.
You got to call someone up, or we'll do it next week." I said, "Well, we are covering Australia, Sri Lanka. This man is the man to go to if you want to talk a bit of cricket." IJM, you can find him on YouTube. What channels do you have? Got a few, I
Well,
believe.
oh, the main one's RJM Sports. If you want,
Main one, IJM Sports.
if you
Posting
want
cricket content in there.
more
On there.
frequently, yeah, you want more frequently content of all like most sports, like footy and cricket.
So
'Cause, yeah,
second reunion went fairly well. Our third time on the podcast. Cheers for
the
joining it.
concussion sub call in.
The concussion sub calling the 12th man has he's done quite good, I'd say. I reckon he did good. Cheers for
Yeah.
joining, and we'll see you next week, lads. I don't know if Sportsnet will be back from Melbourne. I believe he is. If not, well, you might see this man again, but I believe Sportsnet will be back from Melbourne in that time. But cheers for joining, everybody. Sort of lower numbers tonight than usual, but that's okay. Sportsnet, he
Probably
does,
comes with scheduling it half an hour before.
yeah, did start a little bit earlier than what we usually do. Oh,
What time
you
do you
mean when I
usually start?
scheduled it?
Yeah.
Oh no, about the same time. You're saying when I scheduled it? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, probably usually about an hour. I schedule it
Mm,
usually, but we were in doubt if there was going to be an episode. We're going
yeah.
to stop rambling on. We're going to end. See us next week. Hopefully, Sportsnut is back in the studio. We don't have one of